The Frags of Beer family, welcome to Indie Spotlight. I'm your host, Zaymot, also known as Trevor, on social media, links to all of which you can find in the video description below. Biggest way to support the channel, again, click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps me out immensely. We got to 300 subscribers, so if you go looking back at my review of Leo's cover of Toto's Africa, leave a comment on that video. I'm going to draw 3 names here soon in the next probably week or so from that video to win free books. If I don't get 3 people, which it's possible, I'm not going to get 3 comments, then I'll just give away however many books are in there. Or maybe I'll do first 3 if it gets down to the wire. But push us to 400. 400, I'm going to give away 4 books. So the more people that subscribe, the more books I'm going to give away until I get to 1,000. I want to give 10 books away when I get to 1,000. Hopefully by the end of the year. We'll see. And check out the Kindle Vella story below. Episode 4 is up now. That's the first one that costs tokens. It costs 9 tokens because it's almost 1,000 words. It looks like it's going to be 1 token per 100 words rounded down because it's almost 1,000 and it's only 9 tokens. And I know you can get like 200 tokens for $3 or something like that. So you can read a lot of story for the tokens to the Kindle Vella program. So check out Shadows of Barton. Let me know what you think. Leave a review, like it, whatever. And the 5th episode, I'm working on it. I had one written, but I kind of lost. I jumped over some events, so I need to go back and write a new episode 5. So hopefully in the next couple days, I'll finish episode 5, and that will also be live, and then we'll just keep going from there. Please pardon the sniffles and the stuffiness. I'm getting over sinus garbage. So I'm very stuffy. So I apologize. So today we're going to take a look at Brandon Hart's new one called Stayed Here. I didn't know he was dropping a new one today. I had not seen an announcement of any sort. And normally we do Tom on Thursdays, but Tom's got a new one coming tomorrow, and I don't want to miss out on Brandon's new one. So we are going to do Brandon's today. But again, be sure to go back when we're done. After you've checked out Brandon's channel, go check out Leo's cover of Toto's Africa. Leave a comment there. Get entered to win a free book. So we're going to take a look at this. We will pause as necessary. This is a tough one. It's going to be a rough one. So we'll pause. We'll talk about it. And at the end, we'll talk more in depth about it. So thank you. If you're in the live stream, say hi. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And here we go. Brandon Hart, Stayed Here, just dropped today. Oops, I hit the wrong button.
I've been up all night trying to figure this out. I drank a half a bottle of whiskey, sat down on my couch. Couldn't believe what they were talking about when someone said they found you dead at your house. And how could this be true? I still need you. I can't believe that I'll never see you. It must have been so bad I can't begin to even try to explain what you've been through.
So I think we all know what he's talking about here. And that's why this is a rough one. And I know there's always this debate around suicide and whether the people left behind have any right to have feelings about that. Or, you know, some people, when you've lost somebody to that, it's hard, the emotions you fight with. Obviously, it was hard for them. Obviously, what they were going through that led them to that was hard for them. But we can't ignore the fact that those left behind are hurting in many different ways, depending on how close they were to that person, if they felt like they could have done something to help, whatever it may be. So those people deserve to have their emotions at least accepted as valid. And sometimes people get really upset about that, and they're like, no, you have no right to feel this way or that way or to say what you said. Emotions are like that. You don't just switch them on and off. You can't just say, oh, okay, I'll stop feeling that because it makes you uncomfortable. That's not how it works. So yeah, this is going to be a tough one. This is definitely coming from the perspective of somebody left behind who lost somebody very close to them.
There's no way out, only a way through.
think that's the hard part. I have lost acquaintances to suicide. I've never lost somebody really close to me. But doing what I do, being a writer, part of what I have to do is put myself in somebody else's shoes emotionally sometimes to be able to understand. And it sounds like here he's, there's a bit of anger at, I could have helped. Why didn't you give me a chance? You left me here all alone. Anger is a very valid reaction to losing somebody. It's not selfish to be angry. It's a real thing, and it's a valid emotion. And that would be tough to feel like you could have helped, you could have done something, and that would lead to guilt. What could you have done to keep them around? I can understand that. I can definitely see where he's coming from there. Hi, Leslie. I can figure I'd say hi. Well, I appreciate you saying hi. Thank you so much for joining.
I could have done more. I miss you. I will always love you. You will always hold a space in my heart. This song is for you. Until we meet again. Yeah, that's a tough one, Leslie, and you're right. Absolutely beautiful song. It was a beautiful song, and I think it's important to, again, accept and acknowledge that the grief and the anger that he's probably feeling is real and valid. The fact that he was talking on a phone, like he's talking to his lost friend, that's pretty deep. That's pretty powerful. In the "I could have saved you" line, I think we all feel like we could have saved the person we lost. I think we all would feel that way, and part of us knows that maybe we couldn't have, but we weren't given the opportunity, and that could cause a lot of mixed emotions. He said it was the hardest song and video he ever did, Leslie says. I believe it, Leslie. I would have had a hard time I having a hard time getting through watching it. I can't. I'm trying to imagine doing that would be tough. That would be really, really tough. But great song from Brandon. Go check out his channel after this. Make sure you like and subscribe there. If you missed it, excuse me, go check out Leo's cover of Toto's Africa that I reviewed a couple videos back. I'm giving away 3 books, audio or ebooks. I will pick from the comments section in that video since I got to 300 subscribers. And I'm going to do it again when we get to 400. So keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep pushing it out there. Let your friends know. And I will be back in a little while with some gaming. I'm not sure what yet tonight, but I will have another video tonight most likely. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Leslie, and anybody else who joined. And I will see you guys again soon. Last words I spoke to. Oh, Leslie. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the last thing I said to my mom, and both my mom and my dad were, and I didn't lose them to suicide, but it was, I didn't get to see them. That's hard. Ildefonso, thank you for joining. Yeah, I wished I had recorded, and I obviously would have had no way of knowing. I wished I had recorded those phone calls. But yeah, the last time I spoke to both my parents before they passed was on the phone, and I hadn't seen them for a long time. Yeah. Much love, Leslie. I'm sorry to hear that. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate every one of you who comes to the channel and shares all this with me. The things that you guys say and share and the stuff that you trust me with is awesome. So thank you so much. My heart goes out to everybody who has dealt with this and suffered with this. Yeah, grief is such a, Leslie says they worked long and hard on grief. Grief is, it's one of those things you never know how it's going to hit you, and you don't know how long it's going to keep going, and it seems to lurk back here for those moments to spring on you. It's been 4 years since my mom passed, and there are still moments where it just jumps on me, and I'm not expecting it, so I can understand that. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Sorry that got a little dark at the end, but I couldn't just cut it off with that. So if you need help with yourself, your grief, your depression, if you are feeling thoughts of suicide, please reach out to somebody. Please do not keep quiet. Say something, please. Please stay. Much love. I will see you guys soon. You'll have a great one. Goodbye.